So I did go to see I Know What You Did Last Summer. I actually saw it on opening night, and so if you've yet to see it, go ahead and skip on past this video. Listen, she gonna have some spoilers. First, let me just say that I saw the original as a kid, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer in theaters as a kid. Okay, and so this franchise, much like Scream and a lot of other horror movie franchises that I've grown up loving, they just have a place in my heart, a special place in my heart. So, I don't want this to be too lengthy. Let me just first of all go over the characters. Let's start with Julie James, Jennifer Love Hewitt. First of all, I just want to say that so many people were coming for her body, they were coming for her hips, and I just want to say that you bitches better leave her alone. Okay? Because it's so many people, men and women, okay, who are out here paying to have hips like hers. She's a baddie. Her body's perfect. Leave her alone. Um. Anyway, Julie in this movie, I will say that I'm happy that she was in it more than I thought she would be, but I needed more of her. I needed more of her. Um. Yeah, we don't have to always go the younger, youthful route. We can have the originals as the leads. I liked her in this movie. I did. I liked her in it, but I needed more of her. Next up, we're gonna go to Ray. First of all, I will forever love Freddie Prinze Jr. Love, love, love. Um, we're gonna come back to Ray. Ray was very mishandled. I have a problem with the way Ray was handled in this film. Next, we are going to go to Ava, the lead. Girl, please. You know, I didn't dislike her, but I didn't have a bond with her the way I did with Julie or with Helen or with Carla. She was fine. She was fine. Next up is Danica. Danica, hang it up, delicious. Listen, I really feel like they tried to push her onto us as a new Helen. It wasn't. It, she wasn't even likable to me. She wasn't even likable to me. She was pretty mean. Okay, and Helen was not a mean girl. And if you forgot, in case you forgot, like Aretha said, go back and watch the original. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Helen was not a mean girl. She was very into hair and beauty, but she was not mean. She was a very sweet girl. Danica, if y'all wanted another version of Helen girl, y'all should have. I don't know. She just wasn't likable to me. Anyway, moving right along, we have Teddy. I like Teddy. He was, another Barry, angry and in need of some therapy, but I liked him. I loved Barry. I liked Teddy. I liked him. I did. He was cool. He was fun. Yeah, like every time he was on screen, I liked him a lot. Next we have Milo. So listen, as I was watching the movie, I was like, where did I see this guy from? He was the prince in the live action I Know What You Wait, no, sorry. In Little Mermaid. He was the yes, the prince. So it was good to see him working. Um he was meh to me. It was giving Ray in the original. He was just kind of you know. I didn't really miss him when he died. Then we have Tyler. I liked Tyler a lot. The podcast girly. She had her own podcast and she was wearing the Helen shirt. I liked her a lot. She was fun. She was cool. I was actually kind of sad when she died. Then we have Stevie. Stevie was cool. I like Stevie. I liked her a lot, actually. I feel like I feel like her character was way more likable than Danica, which is good. And I'll get into why that's good later. So let's get into some of the movie. The story of killing someone again, like the original, of course. You had to keep that. Okay, that's the story. Um, it was a little different this time. I was invested. I was invested when this person drove through the rails and they were trying to help them. I liked it. Now, didn't the person who was in the car, didn't they like? try to fight Teddy. And I'm like, girl, they're trying to help you. So yes, they kept that story, but it was a little different. Um, it was this film overall was too. It referenced the original too much. For example, when Tyler, the podcast girl, was about to meet her, her fate, the references to Helen being chased in her father's store, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was too much. It was too much reference to the original. I think that can get dangerous. Like dangerous in the sense of it's it's gonna feel too much like the original, and you want to stray away from the original because there's never gonna be anything like the original, and they didn't do that with this. It was just um, and then we have Sarah Michelle Gellar, who made a cameo as Helen. Now, again, going back to Helen being a mean girl, they made her a mean girl in this dream. Now, it was just a dream, granted, but Helen was never a mean girl. Also, I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, but this scene, it was just to have her as a cameo. It was just to have her as a cameo. Moving right along, listen, Sarah Michelle Gellar, by the way, she looked great. Um, Next we have Ray being the killer. This is where the movie died to me because that's not who Ray was in the first and the second. And I know people gonna be like, well, this ain't the first and the second, girl, but you are losing the integrity of these characters that were developed in the originals, the OGs, the classics, and you destroyed it. Destroyed it. Ray should not have been the killer. It made no sense. His motive wasn't even great. Oh, well, they're trying to erase what happened to us. What? And so that's why you're killing people? Girl, please. I loved Stevie as the killer. It was one line that ate so bad where Danica said, "You killed my fiance," and then Stevie said, "Which one?" Oh, Stevie ate that up. Stevie ate that up. I love Stevie as the killer. It really worked for her. Next, we have Danica surviving. I, it was a reach. Y'all wanted her to live so bad, and word on the street is they filmed like she originally died, and then afterwards they went and added some more scenes where she was alive. It was too unrealistic to me. The girl was she was hurt pretty bad. Okay, I don't know what I can, I don't want to say too much as far as being here, but listen, the girl was hurt pretty bad. She should have died, or just not had been hurt. But like, and then the movie theater that I was in, the people were cheering when they discovered that she was alive. I was like, girl, we didn't need her. And then the end, we have Brandy. Carla returns. Now that's when I screamed. I screamed for Helen and I screamed for Carla. Because that one little scene Brandy has, she ate it up. Okay? And if there is another one, she better not die. This is my review of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Y'all let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. See y'all next time.